And what is up, Buckle Up Podcast Universe with Brandon Rush and Mama Rush? Fam! We are back. And that's right, we hit 10.9 million viewers and listeners in 28 countries and 242 cities around the world. I'm glad that you guys are loving it just as much as we're loving it. I'm actually going to show you that 10.9 so you guys can see that too. Looks good, doesn't it? It does. We're happy about it, but it takes a village for this to happen. Mama Rush has been killing it. All the guests love her with all of her great questions and the spirit that every mom brings to supporting her son in this venture that we're doing, which has been very well. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna play that song briefly. Go, 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 go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Anyway, 10.9 million. We like it. So I had to do that real quick. On today's episode, we have guest Jim Clemente coming on. Jim is a very dear friend of mine who I first met working on Criminal Minds. I first started off playing Agent Rush in 2015, then became Commander Brandon Rush, and I was able to shoot a couple episodes with them, which I really enjoyed. And I think Commander Brandon Rush is pretty badass. Who knows? Maybe they'll bring me back one of these days. We'll see. But having to meet Jim that day, I had food poisoning when I went in the film that day, and one of the first people I meet is I see this guy in this kind of cap, kind of like Rocky, and his name is Jim Clemente. He's like, hi, I'm Jim, and then I meet also Emily. Actually, Emily's last name I won't mention right now, but you know, just in case I can't. But they're like, you're actually both, the character you're playing today is what we are. We are, well, retired FBI agents. So it was pretty cool to get a chance to meet them. And I was like, I had food poisoning, as I said, when I was filming that day, and I was feeling super sick, man. It was something else. And at lunchtime, I remember I was going into where we all eat at, trying to find a random table, and I meet Jim's like, hey man, come sit next to us. So I end up sitting with him and Emily. Jim gets to telling his stories, Jim Clemente, and I'm like, man, this guy has some of the most, Jim and Emily both have some of the most amazing stories ever. But as Jim's telling his stories, I'm like, Jim, you ought to write a book. And he goes into his little suitcase and out, he pulls his book. I believe it's called Without Consent. And it was one of Jim's books. Jim has gone on to be extremely successful in the podcast world with Best Case, Worst Case Scenario. He has another one, which I can't even remember right now. He's a technical advisor and writer and producer on so many movies and TV shows. He's worked with Al Pacino and them worked with him. Al Pacino and Robert De Niro worked with the XG Productions team and Jim Clemente. Jim is just an amazing human being who people love. And one of the things I love about Jim is the fact that he is always out there to help people. He truly is an angel amongst us, as I often call him. So we're happy to have Jim on here today. So that's just a quick rundown of what's been going on. And yeah, Jim will be here just momentarily. Now, once again, this is the Buckle Up Podcast Universe with Brandon Rush and Mama Rush. All right, we'll be right back.